Hi there guys, welcome back to the Farrington channel, and in today's video I wanted to update you guys on some of the negatives of bandwidth sharing that I've currently experienced and currently noticed over the past few weeks of me starting up my journey within the passive income realm of using bandwidth sharing apps and platforms that you've seen me release before, things such as peer to profit, IP Royal, Packet Stream, earnapp, Honeygain. All of these apps and things like that will be linked in the description if it's something that you guys are interested in joining, and if any of these negatives don't affect you, then that's perfectly fine. So to just jump straight in, one of the negatives that you can see straight away on the screen right now is how the YouTube the page is saying there's something wrong. So what's happening is because obviously the network is being excessively used, the IPs for proxy reasons, for other people's VPNs. What's actually happening is I think that Google has blacklisted, specifically my IP and put it down as one of the known, proxy IP addresses that's out there. So when it comes to using certain platforms and certain websites, I am actually being rejected from complete access to those websites. So just to go through a couple that I've noticed. So one, we've got the YouTube here. I've also noticed that I can't access Social Club for Rockstar games at all, and if I do try to install or I do try to log in, this is the error that I'm getting. Now I have seen quite a lot of YouTube videos online where it's claiming that they can help people fix their Social Club in regards to they're saying offline mode and things like that. But if you're currently bandwidth sharing, one of the reasons why you might not be able to get yourself online, it may be because you're currently bandwidth sharing, and Google might have identified your IP address as a proxy. So if that's something that could be a bit of a killer for you, and that's something that could affect that you're using your PC, then maybe consider finding an alternative passive income source. And then, moving on as well, I've noticed if you're somebody that likes to use, let's say, Queemy for an example, where you like to use things such as surveys and things along those lines. Now, I'm not actually going to start this survey, I'm just pressing it for an example. But what can actually happen sometimes is if you do go onto some of these survey sites, and this can be either the ones that give you the coins, whether this is the one that gives you the cash, what can actually happen is they can reject your survey, or you can be midway through it and they'll kick you out because it'll say or claim that you're using a proxy server when in fact you're just using your residential internet. And because you've used bandwidth sharing apps, it's now thinking that you're a VPN providing service IP address, so it's going to reject you from doing that. So it's not just going to be surveys that you may get rejected from. You may get rejected from many other things, many other game servers, many other websites that you may go on. Potentially banking apps may reject you, from going on. So there is quite a few negative points to using bandwidth sharing apps, and I'm only just starting to see the benefits, or should I say, let me just change that. Not the benefits, the negatives of using the bandwidth sharing. Don't get me wrong, I do believe that the 9 passive income links that I do provide in the description are passive income links, and they're credible sources of places that you can earn steady income every single month. But I do personally believe that if you're somebody that is a gamer, or you're somebody that relies on using surveys as part of your income, or you're somebody that's trying to log into any of these types of websites like online banking or anything like that, then just be aware that that these VPN IP addresses, they can be used to be searched on any website in the world. So you don't have any clue exactly what these people are using your internet for directly, and you don't know what the reasons that they could have used your IP address. Sometimes people use your IP for things such as mass account creations and things like that, and your IP address could be linked and associated with that. Of course, it's not yourself. You could just call your internet service provider and ask them to change your IP address. But that's what I'm going to do with my internet service provider, see what they can do. I will get back to you guys maybe in a later video to let you know if my internet service provider, Virgin Media, does let me switch up. But if not, then I will update you guys in a further video. But if you guys have experienced anything like this yourself, where you've been rejected from any websites, or you can see any of the negatives from the bandwidth sharing, of course, it could lower your internet speeds, or it's got traffic or anything like that. But realistic ones, have you seen any websites that have rejected you from using or accessing the website because of that? Leave it in the comments below. I will keep you guys updated with anything. If it comes to anything, if it's positive to earn income or whether it's the negatives to earn income, I want to be straight up and honest with you guys exactly about what's happening. And if you guys would like to see more content like this or any content in regards to passive income, please do leave a like and a subscribe and drop us a comment down below. Take care.